British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss announces her candidacy for Conservative Party leadership.
In the UK, the race for the nomination began to heat up after the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, resigned from the Conservative Party chairmanship. Secretary of State Liz Truss was, for now, the last to announce her candidacy for the vacant seat. The British Prime Minister has officially announced the candidacy of 11 politicians so far, after Boris Johnson announced his resignation as Conservative Party leader. Finally, the Secretary of State, Liz Truss, announced her candidacy. Former Minister of Health, Sajid Javid, and ex-Finance Minister Rishi Sunak, who triggered the process with simultaneous resignation letters, will also compete for the leadership of the party. In addition to these two names, Tom Tugendhat and Sala Braverman, who did not take office in the cabinet, and Sala Braverman, who was responsible for legal affairs, announced that they would be candidates. Transport Minister Grant Shapps, Finance Minister Nadhim Zahawi, former Secretary of State Jeremy Hunt and Trade Minister Penny Mordaunt also announced their candidacy. Raymond Chishti, the foreign minister responsible for the new cabinet announced by former ministers Kemi Badenoch and Boris Johnson last week, will also compete for the leadership of the Conservative Party. Deputy Secretary of Labour and Social Security, Therese Coffey, said she would support Truss. Candidates have placed the fight against inflation and the cost of living at the centre of their campaigns. Javid, Hunt, Zahawi and Shapps expressed the view that tax cuts are the solution. But Sunak thinks the tax cuts should wait. Truss, on the other hand, said that the recent increase in taxes was untimely and that taxes should be reduced to ease the burden on the people. The Conservative Party's new leader and Britain's new Prime Minister are expected to be determined in September. When the leader of the Conservative Party leaves office, this automatically starts the race for leadership. According to the rules valid today, the candidate must have the support of at least 8 deputies. Once all the candidates have been announced, Conservative Party lawmakers will vote until 2 candidates remain. In the first round, candidates must get 5% of the votes to stay in the race. This corresponds to the votes of 18 deputies in the current distribution. In the second round, candidates must receive 10% of the vote. That means 36 deputies. In the following rounds, the candidate with the fewest votes is eliminated. After the number of candidates drops to 2, the person with the support of most Conservative Party members nationwide is elected leader of the party.